Quarter Ninja presents.
Hello and welcome to the Quarter Ninja's Lair, where we play games, and today we are playing Car Mechanic Simulator 2018. As you can see, I already filled the shop with cars, and what we are doing a playthrough going from level 1 to level 50. We are at the moment at episode number 19 and sitting at level 45. If you look top right corner, 48,000 XP, etc, etc. So let's see job. We will take this one actually immediately. And now, first things first, let's start working on our cars, and we will talk more about everything else while we are going on. So gears, let's see, this is inline engine. We will have to remove starter to be able to remove the gearbox. So first do that and then push car up and remove everything else. I will work on the car and talk a little bit about different things. So as probably you know already, we are going for 19 episodes at the moment, and I hope we are doing a good job in basically following the game and doing the grinding to level 50. What is also important, I didn't play before this playthrough for quite a long time, although I have quite a lot of experience, but I forgot a thing or two, I can promise you. And maybe this playthrough was not fastest or kinda the best possible, but I think it gives a very good showcase of what the game is all about and how to approach it properly and to get kinda the best progress in the game. In any case, we are going now to remove this. As you know, now we have these parts inside, all these, let's say, parts that are rusty, that's the best word I think, are basically faulty, and we need to remove them. You can see the state of the part on the top left corner, and it's 10% or so. So we are going to put new parts in, and I do tend to keep stock, quite a hefty stock of new parts that I know I will have to use very often, the parts that cannot be repaired, etc. So this is the case actually with this gearbox parts, and we are going to return 88% original one, so don't forget, because you don't want to give your 100% part in. But again, if you do it, you try to repair it, most of the case you will manage, so you will have 100% part yet again. So we're just returning parts, and we will move forward with our other jobs. In meantime, just as always, if you like what I'm doing, then press that like button. I hope it's not a big problem for you. Also, please subscribe, because subscription is not only a great thing for me, and I appreciate that a lot, but it's amazing thing for you, because you can actually kinda follow what's going on the channel, turn on notifications, be informed whenever a new video goes up and things like that. And that's kind of important, because I can tell you in the beginning of this video that I actually already prepared video that is kinda insides of the game, not really FAQ or something, but more what is what in the game, and not a big payout. Let's see, here we will see how many XPs we have got. Let's wait, and 114. Perfect, let's move. I want to go to level 46 at least in this episode, and we will talk about other things more a little bit later. So where I was no, I didn't want to do that actually. I wanted to send car on the lifter. Yes, I will send it immediately on the lifter, and let's see, do we have some other job? We will take this one. So any job that is single one, we will talk very, very soon about all of that. Let's see, what is it? Transmission and gearbox. Okay, this is what V8. Okay, we spoke about different things, and as I said, I will very soon release a video that handles things in the game in terms of what is what, and we will go around the shop, visit every single device, door, check what we have, go outside, visit all the tracks and everything. So all of that I think was fitting in the 40 minutes or about that. So we will have around 40 minutes or so video which will cover all of that, and you will be able to find a link to it in the description. So yes, if you want to check, you know, to have clear understanding of what is what in the game and what thing is doing what, just, you know, check it. And, you know, for explanations actually about mechanics of the game, this is what playthrough videos are, and everything is explained in these videos. Okay, with that out of the way, let's start to repair our car, and let's talk more about the jobs. The best way to grind through the, you know, these 50 levels is actually to do orders, and that would be absolutely the best way. You can always do some other stuff, but they will not bring nearly enough money, or, well, we are talking mostly about XP, so yeah, let's talk about XP. Now, the jobs as such are in different categories, and I will show that to you maybe later. You will see what you can get. Well, actually, I will show you that in a second. Just let me finish this drive shaft. Now, here you have this list. You see, engine, this is timing, suspension, brakes, exhaust, gearbox, oil, body, and this is turbo if I'm not mistaken. I will take this one if I can. I cannot. Let's send this one out. Finish immediately. Nice amount of money, 116 XP. But I have to move this Lotus here on the lifter, and then I can call in this job which I want to do, because it is money bonus and exhaust. So let's talk about, we have two Maseratis. Okay, let's see which one is what. This is gears, perfect, and this is exhaust. Let's do exhaust first. So when we're talking about jobs, no, let's do gearbox first. Actually, this is the gearbox. When we talk about the jobs, the first most, from my point of view, most efficient way to go forward is to do the, just let me see, our manifolds are okay. Oh no, we are doing gearbox jobs, sorry. Yeah, we have to push car up. The most efficient jobs are gearbox jobs, and this is why I took this one first. So with gearboxes you usually have everywhere from 5 to 12 parts, depends. You have like front axles and stuff. Is it front mounted gearbox, or, you know, it's like this one with drive shaft and stuff. So it is pretty low number of parts, and it's pretty fast. And usually with gearbox you always know what it is. You have gearbox, starter is here, you just remove it and you will return it back later. Gearbox is here, you remove it, and all parts that you need to change are inside. This gearbox is okay, so we don't need to change that, but we need to change these internals. So these are the most efficient money XP per time jobs, per minute, let's call that. So if you want to be the best, to have the best money per minute and the best XP per minute, go for gearbox jobs. Let's go some parts by some parts. Just give me a second. That was, I think, clutch plate or clutch pressure plate. It doesn't really matter. We will buy more of these, and I think a few of these. These jobs will give you the biggest payout money-wise and XP-wise. When you look at that, you know, per minute. Now, you could argue, and we will argue about that exhaust jobs are better XP time-wise, and they actually, I think, are. But these jobs are very often bringing, you know, earnings in thousands, while the exhaust jobs are bringing earnings in tens or hundreds. So, you know, if you can do gearbox, rather do gearbox, even if you spend 30 seconds more, which I think it's maybe even minute. It's well worth it money you're getting, because as you can see, we have 742k, and we have quite a lot of things that we have both. Yeah, that's a strange word. We did buy a few things, a few cars, like 20 of them, so we did spend quite a few money units on that. We actually probably had around 1 million until now. So you see, 1,000 only payout because we didn't change actual gearbox, but still, you know, 114 XP, and if you change gearbox we would have 3,000 probably profit. At the moment we didn't have, it doesn't really matter, not a big deal. Next job that we are going to do is gearbox job, and these are the second, not gearbox, sorry, exhaust jobs. and these are the second on the list. Why I did check the manifolds is because these are also part of exhaust, and sometimes they will be in bad condition. This time they're not, so we can move car and look at undercarriage and remove parts there. Very often you will have 1, 2 or 3 parts to remove. Usually it's 2 to 6, and it's extremely fast. Look at this, a middle muffler, catalytic. Do we have anything at the back? We actually don't. I'm switching to mount mode. If you want to know how to switch to mount mode, please watch my previous videos. It's explained pretty clearly. I don't have catalytic converters, unfortunately, but we will buy 7 of these. And this job, if you can see, it took actually maybe a minute and a half. That's about it. I will click here and say, but payment is mediocre, horrible. But still, look at top right, 103 XP for like, I don't know, a minute actually, maybe not even so. Okay, this is second best job. I don't think we have third job. No, this we are going to take this anyway. Third job would be the brakes. We don't have a brake job here. I avoid them if I don't have to do them. I'm just looking. No, we don't have. So let's do this one. This one is simple. Its car is loud yet again. This is the second best job, as I said. As you can see, exhaust manifold here. It is for sure bad. You don't need to check anything. Usually, you know, you can do just a visual inspection and it will be absolutely clear to you. 2 manifolds, both are gone. Let's remove them and just do a super brief check like this. So we have 2 more parts, they're down there. Switch to part mount. I have, you see, something on the stock, perfect. And we will then switch to undercarriage and change it. Often you will have like part or 2 on undercarriage, and that will be it, like minute job. But I do like gearbox most. This is the second one, and now let's talk about brakes. Brakes are actually a very interesting job, which is also quite easy because you have 4 wheels. And what you should do, and how I'm doing it, I'm just removing wheels and removing brake part, 3 on each wheel, and that's about it. And I can do that in 2 or 3 minutes. And I think these jobs are super fast and efficient, but again, not nearly as, you see, mediocre payment again, but 103 or 4, 106 XP, so it's amazing. But they're not nearly paid enough like, you know, gearboxes or stuff, and they take a little bit more time. I wanted to send it here, not up there. So yeah, in any case, now you know. First, the best job is gearbox, and only if it is single. Second, exhaust, only if it is single. Third, brake, only if it is single. And fourth would be the body work. Why bodywork? Because bodywork actually, it's not so complicated, although you will see when we come to that, we very often cannot find can we open this? Yes. Cannot find easy way, well, I couldn't find easy way to kinda, you know, transfer the list of parts to some meaningful format so I can be able to easily buy, you know, like parts in the shops. I need to do this actually to put car up. And then I just decided to take a photograph with my mobile phone, and what I'm doing, I'm just taking a photograph where a part of list of the parts is, and then from that photograph I'm basically looking at it and buying parts and changing them. When you do that, then you're actually doing pretty good and you can do a fast job with bodywork. And that's my recommendation. If you know how to transfer that part list that you are getting into meaningful format that is that can be used in the game, please let me know. But yeah, you need to remove this. Lotus is tricky because of that. You first need to push car up, remove the oil filter, and then put back, then starter, etc, etc. So Lotus, yeah, I should say avoid it if you can, but then again, no. Gearbox jobs are the best. Okay, so as I said, bodywork, we were talking about that, and I mentioned, you know, I'm taking a photo and doing that that way because I didn't find any other way. So again, if you know better way, please let all of us know, and I'm sure many people will be grateful. At the moment, taking a photo with a part list there is the best way that I've got. So these are the 4 jobs that we are doing, and that we are mostly trying to do, as we find these jobs the best and bringing the best amount of XP per minute. We are inside 15 minutes now doing that, and already we are at almost 49,100. We will be soon. So we earned quite a few XPs, and very soon we will push this 46 level. And we will get, you see, we have this nice blue gearbox, but don't put that one. We are going to put a normal one. These blue ones, we are going to talk about them. They are better and more quality and stuff like that. So we cannot actually return starter, as you can see. This is a tricky with these cars. I told you with Lotuses. We need now to return this. Even we can do tires immediately. Well, wheels, to be more precise. Tire is just a part of the wheel. Let's do this, and then we are going to push car down, put starter, push car up, put oil filter, and then again down. It's really annoying, but this is what you get with these esprits, and you know, I cannot do anything about that. It has to be done this way, as you can see now this, and I cannot put oil filter. I need to do it under the car, and let's do that. So we spoke now about the best jobs, and this job should be done. It takes more time, but the payment is very nice, 5,000, and we will get, I'm sure, 100. And engine cover again, you see. Now I have to go escape, push car down. So Lotuses are tricky. If you have gearbox and Lotus, actually try to avoid it if you don't have to do it. But you know, it's always, I think, better to take that job than any dual job, which would take, you know, like 2 steps, like brakes and gearbox together, etc. Okay, finish order 132. So it's perfectly nice. So see, we don't have any single job here, and I don't want to do these doubles and triples and stuff like that. I will avoid it. In meantime, I will just push with this, and again we have Lotus, but this time we are lucky. Because, okay, we will look from this side, because we have only allowed exhaust. So first we are looking for, as you can remember, the exhaust manifold, which actually is in bad condition, and as it is not connected with screws here, we can actually change it immediately. I don't think I have spare one. No, this is Lotus I4E, and let's find it. This one is I4E. I think this is the one. And let's change it. So if it was, you know, screwed here, then you should basically go down first, remove this part, etc., etc. But this is not the case, so we can just do it like this. I can now immediately switch to assemble mode, return engine cover, close the trunk, but we have to be in the second mode. Okay, and now let's push car up, go to undercarriage and fix it. 49,000, we are still very far from the level 46, to be very honest. It takes really a long time to progress, you know, on these later levels, let's say. So esprit, front and exhaust and rear exhaust section, esprit, front and rear. Let's buy it. It's simple. I got only one, because as I said, you know, you're not fixing esprits very often, so yeah, I don't know, for me it makes sense just to buy it when I need it for now. You see, payment horrible, mediocre, but job was done again very fast, and we are going to get 104 XP for that. We are always checking, right click, checking, nothing here, all horrible, triple jobs. This will take huge amount of time, we don't want that. So gearbox is here. Let's see, this is V8 most probably, not most probably, but 99.9% of course. We will now just change the gearbox here and whatever is necessary, and then we will see. If we don't have any better jobs, we are going to do storyline. Why storyline, you might ask yourself. I will tell you. These jobs are usually time consuming. They do require quite a bit of, you know, checks and stuff, these assemblies, etc, etc. But I was thinking like few episodes ago about that, and that is integral, that would be the best word, part of the game. Okay, as such, I was feeling that I should go through them also in this playthrough. There is like, some people say 42, some people say 50, whatever, it doesn't really matter, of these missions, and I do believe I should go through them, and I'm trying to do one each episode, at least, you know, to give you idea, and I think these are good. I like to do them, honestly, because they're interesting. You always, you know, have some new problem, you have to fix something, you have to, you know, kinda go to the issue and figure out how that works. So yeah, I think these are very good and interesting, and also they bring a decent amount of XP and decent amount of money. I bought 3 of these because I will need them, I'm quite sure. And I believe the storyline orders should be done. That's about it. Again, for you it might not make much sense, or you will not like it, but I do believe this is nice part of the game and one of nicest touches in the game. You know, that's, you usually say this game has so many flaws, but this actually is nice. Okay, for 7k, this is why I like these jobs. Finish order 132, amazing. Now what do? We actually don't have anything, although we didn't show the brake job. Let's take this double one. I don't like it, and I don't usually do it, but as it is only exhaust and brakes, I think we can kinda, you know, be good with that, actually, you know, just do it and not a big deal. Okay, let's see. We will send car to the lifter. Let's go to the, let's say, lifter 2. I will now open the hood and check the engine. You see this manifold, I can promise you, oh, look at that, this is pure fun. 100,000 screws. Part is 12%, so it is bad. This one is good, this is bad, and this is bad. Okay, so you see ABS module, immediately remove it because you can see it is faulty. There is no doubt about that. 26%. I don't test when I'm doing these repair jobs. I don't test stuff because I don't believe exhaust manifold V10. I don't believe it is worth money. Time. Time, and it's simply faster just to do it, you know, to change it and not bother yourself, actually, you know, just remove it, see what is the part condition, and that's about that. So that's my recommendation, you know, for brakes, especially because you could test it on test path or test track and stuff like that, but I don't think that's kind of worth it, and that you will have kind of better results than just removing parts. And you will see how we do brakes. As at the moment you can exactly see, I realized this is faulty, and I realized this is faulty. I immediately got 2 new parts, although I had one in stock, but doesn't really matter. So this is done. Everything else from my point of view will go from the bottom of the car, and we will just do it. What is the problem with dual jobs, with jobs that are consist of 2 parts or even 3? Now I had to fix a gearbox and then brakes, and you know, I will get probably the same XP like for some gearbox job. Again, look at the part condition up here, and everything will be clear. And this job will not be actually at all good in a way of XP gain. We will gain XP, of course, but not nearly enough for the job we are doing, because we are going to get maybe 140 tops, if I'm not mistaken, and we will do 2 jobs, brakes and gearbox. If we did that separately, we would get at least 100 XP per job, so that means 200, and that means at least 60, 70 more than now. But I wanted to show you, it's good showcase. like we did now 2 jobs at same time, how that looks, you know, what do you do and things like that. Always check, you know, 62. I believe 62 is acceptable for this car. Yeah, 53, so I'm not going to change it. I'm just going to change parts that are not acceptable. You see the caliper and the pads are actually not good. So it takes time. Brakes, as you can see, it's not easy. Also, I want to remove, I should be able just to see why not when we switch to unmount, this and this, and immediately, let's see, we need front exhaust GT and middle GT, if I'm not mistaken. Front exhaust GT and middle GT. So what I want immediately to return these 2 parts, and this will conclude our work on exhaust. Okay, now we'll just go, and this is nice with this game, it just drops you somewhere on the random place. So I actually knew we have been aiming for this wheel, but you know, if you press escape it will just drop you somewhere randomly, and that I really don't like. I think again that is a bug in the game, that shouldn't be here. It should drop you exactly where you stand, you know, and not on some random place around the car. But again, who am I to complain? The developers are doing their job and we are doing our job, although as I worked, I mentioned that multiple times, for years as head of community management in huge international gaming company, I do know really a thing or two about the games. Well, I would say more than a thing or two. Yeah, so I'm kind of feeling confident to talk about it, as that was my job and I understand it very, very well. Now, these things are also all bad, so we need to change them. Although these pads can go back, with pads you never know. Okay, so that's about it. Perfect brake job should be done with this. I will double check it just to be on the safe side. Exhaust job we did. Brake job, yeah, perfect. You know that we did exhaust job, but you see payment is still mediocre, really. Although 2000 is not so bad. Let's see XP. XP is 116. Well, very, very bad. And if we look at that, 116 is really nothing. We could get that from a single job. I'm just thinking what we should do now. Okay, this is a single gearbox job and a single brake job. You know what? Let's take a single brake job. We didn't do that today. Fair enough? Why not? Okie dokie. Let's push our cars to the lifters. They go to 1 and that will go to 2, for example. And I want to first take this one. This is the brake job. I don't think this one has ABS system. It does not, of course. Okay, then we can push it up and do our brakes. And now you can see how much time we take for brakes only. And we are starting at around 28 minutes in this video. So let's see. We will see how much time to what? Assemble, oops, I missed. To basically disassemble all the parts from the brakes, check them and put them back in. 52% acceptable. Let's see. This is done. I think this one was okay. No, actually it was not. You see, not a single one. We need calipers, so we are going to go to brakes and buy at least 4 calipers to have them in the stock. We will try to repair stuff, what can be repaired. Before we started the episode, I didn't mention that. I repaired what I could, and that was actually only 2 parts. That was really funny. And then I sold everything, I cleared the stock, I removed all the plus parts into the warehouse. We will talk about them somewhere in the episode. Oh, this is the brake. These both are bad, and I'm sure this one is good. Yeah, 54. It's okay, but I will remove, no, not new one. We are not putting new one. So actually I'm coming back and I didn't manage to do it properly. So let's do it again. Don't put new one. We are going to put original one, which is okay. So brake shoe, the old one was very bad. And I think the brake drum was in the same state. So this is kind of very realistic. How much time do we need? We are already a minute and a half. And you see, it is not most time efficient job, brakes, actually not at all. We will need 3 up to maybe even 4 minutes for that, and I'm now rushing. This one is bad, and let's see, shoe of course, and disc, well not disc, really drum. And today it was funny, I was explaining to my wife for some strange reason, I showed her nice red calipers on a Porsche. And then she asked me, what is this and why this? And then I explained the difference between discs and drums and stuff like that. So it was quite an interesting thing, you know. She doesn't care about cars much, but yeah, that kind of interests her for some strange reason. So, you know, even your lady can be interested in the cars if you kind of sweet talk it. So yeah, just for you to know. Okay, so we are changing these parts, and that's about it. We took actually 2.5 minutes. We started at 28 if I'm not mistaken, so 3 minutes. Let's call it 3 minutes, because I think mediocre payment again, 113 XP, 3 minutes, almost 3 minutes, so that is how much time you spend on the job. Nothing here, all double triple jobs, so we don't want to do them. Okay, with this job we are passing level 46, and I'm quite happy with that. I always want to pass at least 1 level per episode. In these later stages, of course, we have only 5 levels to go, and I should first check what is this job. This is transmission, and yeah, this will be gearbox. Is this V8 or yeah, this is V8 actually, so we can access it from here. Starter, you know, goes drive shaft, and then we are going to change gearbox and inner things inside of the gearbox, well actually the parts that are connecting gearbox and the engine. Let's check. So as you can see, these are the parts that are connecting them, and we are going to change all of them now. They're faulty, and that's it. I think we have everything in stock. Let's check it. Flywheel. Interestingly enough, no, we don't. So I will go here and buy, I don't know, 9. And you know, if you ask yourself, how do I decide what number of parts to buy? Actually, just an arbitrary number, whatever I feel at that moment, I do it. Usually I buy 7. Today I bought 9. Some other parts I got 3 or 4. So yeah. It's just what it is. Okay, so both of these are super faulty, and let's see, this was OHVF. We'll get 3 of these again. We actually have more than enough money. Look at this. I think we started with 720 something K, and we are 750 something. So yeah, it's kind of, if you look at it, money shouldn't be an issue for us at all. This job was faster than brakes, I can promise you. Not for much, for probably 1 minute, but money wise, look at this. Not one minute, maybe, yeah, maybe even 30 seconds to 1 minute faster. But again, money is great, and XP 116, so we got much more XP and stuff like that. Okay, I don't want to do brakes at the moment, so what I will do, let's do this one. I want to take it and I want to do it, because I do believe this is nice integral part of the game, which we should do. We are doing it on our lifter number 3, and in the meantime we are always going to check and see are there jobs that we can take and that we like. In the meantime, let's check. Hello, it's me again. My last purchase was not as great as I hoped for, blah blah blah. True gem for the white, it's pink of course, internet auction. Check the oil and make any necessary repairs. So you see, we already know some parts, because we have, from what I know, that ability that we kind of look overview. You see, we overviewed certain parts and they should be in the list. And maybe, yeah, this is it. So the engine is actually doesn't look good, especially timing part, so we will have to do tests. What are we going to do? Open the hood, Before that, let's move here and just check no jobs. So what I want to do, click on the engine, right click. I see already, you know, like just watching these parts, but let's do it properly. First, OBD scanner. These are our test tool that we unlocked through the process, you know, unlocking levels and stuff, and you can check that in my previous episodes. It's in multiple episodes, so you see, these things are not looking good. Then we are going to use a fuel pressure test to see what's going on. Let's see what fuel pressure test tells us. Fuel rail is gone, pump, everything, it's horrible, a really bad state. Again, we are going to use this tire tread tester because I feel there is a tire or two here that are really bad on that car, maybe even all four. I wouldn't really be surprised. Yeah, all four tires are goners. I felt that immediately when he mentioned something, you know, about internet auction and stuff, and when I see one tire was wrong. Electronic meter. This one will check starter and battery, if I'm not mistaken, and things like that. So let's see. Yeah, and this looks good actually. All of that looks very good. And the last but not least is compression tester, which will check insides of the engine and our pistons and stuff like that, and tells us, you know, if something is broken there. Actually, it is. Everything is gone. So this is a horrible job in a way, because we had actually to disassemble everything. Okay, so let's start. I don't mind. I like these jobs, and I think these. Okay, let's take our first body work job. We will leave it there for now, and that's it. So what we want to accomplish now, first let's remove starter from the engine. Okay, let's remove starter because I really need to remove the gearbox, and also what I want to do, air filter cover. Let's check. These you have to check visually actually. So this one is 52. I'm not sure if that is wrong or not, but I will just remove it to be on the safe side. No, 52, I think it's completely acceptable, and we don't need to change anything here. So we should be able to just return this back. Now let's push our car up, and in the meantime let's check the orders, and nothing here we want. So immediately we know that, you see the wrong focus. Okay, we know that we have to remove all wheels. Well, basically tires are gone, so tires will be an issue. Brakes, you know what I'm thinking, maybe before all of that, no, what we are going to do first, we are going to do first engine. Okay, this is what we are going to do first. We could maybe go for other tests, but I don't want to do that. I actually want to do engine first, and to show you how that is done and how I like to do it. So I'm now removing all the parts that are keeping gearbox here. Okay, so I can, oh, drive shaft, yeah, this one has even drive shaft. Okay, we will do that. And now let me check, gearbox should be good to go. Okay, this one is okay, but this, I think, no. Let's see, 12%, perfect, 52, so everything 52 should be okay. So this is removed, this I don't care about. What we need to do, let's see our exhaust system, turbo, this I don't need to touch at the moment. We will have to go to engine bay. Okay, and it's good because I'm always switching. You see, I'm taking another job, and now because I have these jobs, I need to move these cars to the lifters. Okay, this one goes to second, and this one goes to one, and then we will be able to actually you know, take two more jobs. Let's go fast. What we want to do, we want to push a car down. Let's do it, and when we do that, we will just disconnect the final pieces. I don't think that we have to do, just to check radiator. I think this one, let me see, I will remove it rather. I didn't, but I think for removing the engine, I'm just looking, you know, like don't bother yourself. It's just what you would do anyway. We will remove this one. Now I think engine should be free. We will push car down and we will go here and take our engine crane and send it to lifter 3. In the meantime, again, right click. I don't want brake job for the moment, no need. Clicking on our engine crane and saying pull engine out, drain the oil. Okay, so this time game require from us to drain oil. So we will push car up, come here, send our drainer to this lifter and click here and say use equipment. You see it's draining oil. There is quite a lot of it, and we are returning our equipment back. So not a big deal. We are doing a process, so I could do that in advance. I didn't, doesn't really matter. Let's try now. Yes, we did it. Perfect, that's it. What do we want to do now? Check our orders, nothing good. This is engine stand. So we come here, we can make engine, any engine we want, we can rotate it and we can add engine. So this is the engine we should add in, and let's add it. Now click here and start disassembling this thing. Okay, wow. There's really quite a few parts that are not good. So we need to remove basically all of that. Timing cover, I'm not sure how good or bad it is, but let's see. It's 52% actually, so it's quite good. Which roller is first? Belt tensioner. I'm looking what's going. 52. I'm just looking at the, you see, serpentine belt. Yeah, there is quite a lot of parts that are goners, but that doesn't really make any difference. We have to remove all of that, and that's what we are going to do. Why we have to remove all of that? Because we know that engine block is gone. And engine block gone means we will have to try to repair it. I'm not even sure. I will check how gone it is. It's very bad, so we cannot even repair it. We will have to buy new engine block, or maybe you will have, you know, like engine block in your stock. As I said, I often go to the junkyard and buy engine blocks, and then I repair them. Sometimes I sell them, sometimes I keep them and then use them when I need them. So yeah, no, you can do whatever makes you happy. We will just probably go and buy a new engine block. That's the fastest and easiest thing to do. Okay, filter we need to change, obviously. This is 52%, it's perfectly fine. Now let's remove all of these. You see the damage texture is a little bit unclear with some of these parts, but let's say it's okay, we'll survive. Camshaft, good. Let me see, these are the fuel rails. One is good, one is bad. Second, yeah, quite a few of them is bad, but already we tested that, as you remember. Now this is the boring part, but we have to do it. And I'm looking at the time, it's not a big deal. Honestly, we are not in rush. Let's do this. Let's have a little bit of fun. What else we didn't remove? Let's remove first this, and then we are going to do everything else. Because this job is quite complex, it requires actually the disassembling of the engine, of whole engine, and that's, you know, just what it is. You cannot run from it, you have to do it. And we will actually do that and remove everything and just rebuild the engine. We will use, of course, wherever we can, these 52% parts, but we have to be careful and recheck, you know, and double check later what are parts, what are good parts, what are bad parts. We will see. Not a big deal. Okay, engine head. And we are left with this. Actually, I might be able... No, let's just go out, click on engine stand and turn engine. That's very useful. Again, disassemble. Disassemble. And I want to remove oil pan. To be able to remove these insides, like a bearing cap. And always look at top left corner. You will see if part is 52%, it means it's good. If it's below that, it means it's not good. And that's about it. We can remove pistons, and this piston, you see, 4% rings and stuff like that. Rod cap is gone. there will be quite a few things to do. Now the tricky part, from what I remember, is to find proper parts where to put them, but I hope we are going to manage. So this engine actually is gone, there is no engine anymore. Let's come here and let's repair stuff. Now we will try to repair. You see, some of these things we need for this car, some of these things are random from our previous, and all of this is 52%. Now we do not need to repair these, okay? That's it. We know we need engine block, and that is I4B, which I might or might not have in my warehouse. And actually this is the D, we need B. And I actually don't care at all. I will just use a new engine block. And now we will slowly start rebuilding. Alternate of 52%, obviously it should be okay. Power steering pump, 52% should be okay. Next thing, let's do crankshaft, which is of course not good. This is I4B crankshaft. Let's take it, it's here. So obviously we have to put new one, there is no doubt in our minds about that. And then let's see, piston with Concord. What I'm going to do, because I want to be 100% sure that everything is okay, I will change everything with new parts, okay? I have to buy a few more, but I will change everything with 100%. Why? Because I'm afraid I had this issue, I mentioned them multiple times. I will buy 5 and 5 rings. That if you don't follow exact steps and, for example, return 100% piston here and the game expected it here, and you put 52 here and 100 here, you know, you just switch the order, the game will not accept it. And I cannot see at the moment, if you see here, there is no, you know, the part list. And I should, or I don't think even I can check it from here. Let's check. You see, there is nothing here. Game doesn't know what we are doing. So that's the issue, and at the moment we have to just, wherever we are not sure, we just put 100% parts, and that's about it. And look at this. Again, all these rod caps are mostly gone, so I will change them with new ones because I can. And I actually don't care, and you shouldn't. That would be my advice, especially when you are doing storyline jobs. Just whenever you are not sure, go with 100%. That should sort all the issues. And I can try later to repair some of these 52% parts, okay? Most of these can be repaired, so not a big deal. And we will use them, you know, in our further repairs and stuff like that. But for me, inner works, you know, here in the engine and stuff is important to do fully with proper parts, and that's it. Oil pan, we need new oil pan 14B, not 1, it is I4, I do apologize, 14 doesn't mean anything, this is inline 4, so inline 4 engine, which uses inline 4, but B version of the oil pan. That's it. We need to check oil filter, we don't have it, maybe sometimes I4, no, it is just oil. Let me take this one, I4, okay. And I'm doing everything like I will do in real game. I'm not preparing anything in advance. I'm just putting parts and pushing things forward. With clutch, you can. We know that this is 52% from this car. I'm not afraid to put it back. Here, you know, it's obviously there is no 52% part, so I'm not going to put it back. And with bearing also, I have 52%. So I can always remove this if there is any issue, but I hope it will be not. So engine stand, again, let's return engine. Well, let's turn engine, better than return, we will return it later, and switch to part mount mode. Now, roller, I will be brave and go with 52 because I do believe it will not be an issue, that's my gut feeling. We don't need to change any of these, all these parts. I4B turbo, it needs to be new one, so let's change it. This is somewhere at the bottom, yeah, I4B turbo. And you know, it's easier when you have part that is broken than you actually, there is nothing else, then you actually know the part is not good. Here 52 should be okay. Manifold I4B, we need 1 and we will buy 1. Let me find it, I think this is the one. And we will slowly rebuild the engine, you know, to the specs we believe are needed for the job we are doing at the moment. Okay, that's perfect. Fuel filter was 52. I'm just going to return it, and I misclicked. I do apologize. Not a big deal. We are coming back. Camshafts. Now, both of these are gone. I4B. Let's buy 2 of these. And this is the easiest part. You know, when you know what part is gone, then you just change it and done. But as I said, when you're not sure, when sometimes game plays these things, cam gear, we will have probably to buy also this small timing chain, if I'm not mistaken, and the cam gear, this one, and let's see. And you have to understand, I don't remember most of these engines. I didn't, even some of them I never did. So this is B1. So yeah, bear with me. Sometimes I also have issues to find proper parts or have idea what needs to be done. It's not everything like, you know, perfect. So yeah, timing cover B. Timing cover B is here. So we're just buying parts as we go over them. Very often when I play a real game, you know, like my own playthrough and stuff, I will keep thousands of parts actually, you know, in the stock, but it slows down the game, and yeah, sometimes it's just too much. So I do recommend you find your own pace and what do you want to do. Now I'm intentionally not keeping way too many parts. It's just what is needed, and some of these things, well, you know, I don't have them, so I have to buy them. I4SO, let me see, maybe like this should be okay. Do we need 1 or 2? I will buy 2. We need, I think, 1 here. And that's completely and perfectly okay. Serpentine belts, and now 2 belts. I forgot to buy them, and usually you should, because these belts are like, they're always broken, not working well, and etc, etc. So that was I4B, and there should be this one. I think these 2 are what we need. If we don't, again, who cares, we will have a spare part. 52% should be perfectly fine from my point of view. And timing cover, again, it was perfectly fine. We will check a list of the parts later, and if we are so unlucky that some of the parts need a change, well, we are going to do it. Nothing can be done about that. You see, there was 52% belt, but I chose to put 100% because I felt that is safer from my point of view. So look, from what we can see, we need to just return these small camshaft caps. And all of these are 52%, and I will go with them. All of them are the same, and I think these will not be an issue with the engine. If they even are, it will be relatively fast job and easy job. So I do apologize. Sometimes I will probably miss a few words or slur a little bit. This is not my native language, and I'm talking way too fast and trying to cover as much as I can. So yeah, if sometimes I do mistakes and stuff like that, please, you know, don't mind. I hope it's not a big deal. Cover is 52 again. Let's go with that one, and I think that will be okay-ish. And then we need coils and spark plugs and stuff, so that's something that is waiting for us. Do we have a spare plugs? We do. Yet again, as I said, 100. These parts I always put 100% mostly. I don't want to think why to bother. These are cheap parts, and you know, ignition coils, we need to buy them, and you don't need to bother yourself too much. Maybe again I'm missing something, and you know, some better way how to figure out what part to put or what part not to put, or which one needs to be 52 or which one needs to be 100 or whatever, you know, value. But I honestly don't know. I didn't find simple, easy ways, so I'm doing it like this. Okay, so this is the engine. I believe this is it. We can go out now, and we can click on engine stand and say, please take this engine from the crate. Oh, thank you very much. Now, we are going to return here, and we can pull engine and install. We will install engine. It will tell us which one you want, this one. Now let's check this. This is important. Tires, we know that are not good. Gearbox, we know. Fuel rails. We didn't put fuel rails in. That was actually my bad. And we have 2 not discovered parts. We will check it. I know which one. This is the actual one, and this is most probably the actual 2. So give me a moment, we'll put fuel rails back and these things. And when I remove this, I have a feeling everything will be uncovered. As you can see, we did amazing job. We actually fixed the car, only fuel rails are left. And these are actually here, as you can see. I don't think we have them in the stock. Well, we managed to repair 2 of them, and I will again put few rails. Let's do it like this. Rail, not rails. I will put 4 new rails, okay? You cannot lose money on these jobs, trust me. Usually it will just, you know, pay out everything, no issues at all. So let's see. Sport tires, we will do that. Gearbox, we know that we have to do it, so not a big deal. What else? Drive shaft, brake servo, ABS pump, fuel pump, okay. Let's then do it. So what we have to do? We have to put ABS pump, not ABS pump in stock, so let's buy one. We need it. Where is my brakes? Here, ABS pump, we are going to buy one now. Just, oh, you see, I completely forgot to buy a servo. Let's buy one servo. And now we will be able, when we put pump, to finish with this part. It's 52%, this is the original one. This one will work just fine in this car, don't worry. Let's see, tires, gearbox, drive shaft and fuel pump. Fuel pump, I think we can, kinda, maybe, no, we cannot. I want to see, can I access it from here? I should be able, yes. So I removed fuel pump and I am going to put new fuel pump in, okay? Let's then push car up and then we are going to do a few more things. And you know, we don't even need to go to the track, brakes are good, everything else is okay, so perfectly fine. Now, let me see. I will go and put the gearbox back in. I have one spare and that's a nice. Okay, gearbox is in. And I want immediately to put drive shaft. Why? This one we cannot put. Okay, we will actually go here and say this and then find D and buy a drive shaft. These are not really usually faulty, or you can usually repair them, but in this job that was not the case. So yeah, let's just put it back in, and that was my idea, you know, just to do that first and everything else after that. So let's return front drive axles in, and these are okay, so we don't need to worry. And I will show you now how our job looks like. Yep. Let's see. Sport tires, everything else we've done. I think we are missing starter here. We cannot access it. Anything else? Not really. Okay, let's take all wheels off. Rims are good. Well, you know, they're good enough for our customer. He doesn't really mind. And let's see these tires. What tires do we need? So we will go to inventory and see. All of them are 255 30 19. What tire it is? Well, in any case, we first have to go and, you know, just take all tires off from our rims. So let's see. So this is sport tire, if I'm not mistaken. We will buy 4 of these. But let's first, you know, take them off from the rims. This is the separate. So we have classic rim, which is good, and sport tire. So 255 30 19. 255 30 19. Okay. 255 30 19. 255 30 and 19. This should be it. 2,500 units. Nice. Not really cheapest job around and cheapest tires. But let's remove them. And as you know, we always have to first, you know, take tires from the rims and then marry tire and rim yet again. So this is, you know, like 8 steps plus we need to balance 12 steps in total. So let's just do this. We take our rim and marry it with new tire. So first tire done, immediately we are putting on balancer because balancing takes a little bit more time than changing tires and stuff. And we are balancing because you cannot use tire, well, actually wheel on the car if it's not balanced. So that's, you know, what you have to do. And this part of the game is very well done, very realistic. I think a very good job developers did on that. Well, on many other things they didn't, but on this they nailed it. And you maybe know I did work in a repair shop as a manager for some time, you know, helping a friend, and I did learn a thing or two about repairing cars in, you know, itself, and you know, things that are going on and how do you do stuff, and etc, etc. So I'm kind of feeling, you know, here on this is like something I know, I understand, and I can talk about that. I don't know how to repair a car actually, but I know really quite a few things about that and the ways how that is done, etc, etc. And I could be able to do some simple jobs, of course, but most of us probably would be able to do that. Anyway, you know, with the new engines especially and the new cars, everything are computers, everything is closed, locked, etc, etc. So it's almost useless even to try to do anything. Let's put at least one wheel back, because we are very, very near the end of this job. And I think we did amazing job. That was amazingly, blisteringly fast, I would say. 30 minutes or about that. I'm quite happy. And that was a storyline order, which I think customer will be extremely happy with our work. And, you know, we will get probably hefty bonus. We will see in few minutes. I just need to push back these beautiful rims and tires. Well, they're not so beautiful, but it's okay. And then let's push our car down. And what else also I want to move this thing out of the way. So what I said we are missing the starter. Also, we didn't do one thing, and that is this open oil fill plug, and keep left mouse, as you can see, pressed every time when I leave, you know, my finger from it. That's it. So press it until it overflows, and then we are done. This is oil, and let's check. I would hope that we didn't forget anything. Look at the hefty bonus. As I said, 18,000 is our bonus, 18, and let's finish the order and see what happens. 210 XP, nice, beautiful, not nearly enough, but beautiful with huge payout. I'm quite happy. Let's see our jobs. Here is the job we want. And what I would recommend, let's do like a few more jobs. We cannot go today, I think. Paint with the factory color. Can you imagine? These are the absolutely, but you cannot choose these. But these are absolutely the best jobs, because look at that. We just put car in the paint booth, and now you can see how it works. We click on paint shop, click here paint car, and then we choose here set factory, paint car, and our job is done. So actually less than 30 seconds, done. $1,000 and 110 XP. If we could, you know, hunt these jobs only, we would only do them, but we cannot. You never know what body job is, you know, requiring. Most of the time it will actually require the, you know, changing. I will take this one just to see. No, again, you can see it here. My mistake. I completely forgot. Okay, guys, listen. I will repeat again. These jobs, spray car, you can actually see here. I forgot that you have list of things here. You maybe don't know what you have to change, but you know what's going on with the car. So my bad actually, and it was something that I completely forgot. And even I was like, what? I forgot that, but it happens from time to time. You forget obvious things, and that's normal. Loud when accelerating, I would first go for manifold. Manifold looks good. So the second thing is middle muffler. So look, this job again, it takes, I don't know, 30 seconds or so, we just take the muffler out, change it and send car away. And these are things I love. You cannot do anything better, honestly. And again, I got these middle mufflers, like tons of them, and now again we don't have them. I will buy 11. Again, arbitrary number, don't ask me why 11 sounded good at that moment. Right click, finish order. It's 50 units but 100 XP, so I'm always, you know, in here for the XPs, nothing else. Let's do this. This is again the job, like we can do it in 30 seconds. Let's do it. Paint, done. Let's go to paint booth, or they call it paint shop. It is booth actually, I would say, you know, this is how they call. Set factory, so it's white. Paint the car, out, right click, this, 1000, finish order, 110 XP. Nothing better than this, my friends, nothing better than this. Let's check the jobs. This one, no. This one, no, 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 not, no. So this one is loud. Car, of course, we are first going to check our manifolds. I always do that. If they're okay, then I push car up. In meantime, I always check. You know, if there is spray with the fixed body parts and spray, yeah, there is quite a few things to do. So no. Let's see here. Yeah, this is the rear part, exhaust pipe, stradale. We don't have that. And rear muffler. 2 stradale exhaust pipe, and rear muffler. 2 exhaust pipes and rear muffler. Let's see, that should be then it, if I'm not mistaken. 1 goes in, 2 goes in, 3 goes in. We are checking 3 pipes. 600 payout, but 103 XP. Okay, now we don't have a single job, except here it is with money bonus. Amazing, let's do that one. So I will keep doing jobs for some time now, maybe it's next 10-15 minutes. And then what we are going to do, I was thinking, should we today start with restoration, or should we actually do maybe go to junkyard or something like that? And I'm still not quite sure. So let's do a few more jobs and then we are going to think about that. I know that many people like the restorations. They're super interesting, cute, nice. You always get some beautiful product. Yep, but junkyard is also interesting, you know, going there, having fun, you know, finding parts, finding cars. But we have way too many cars, I think. Restoration would be more prudent and better way to go. So what I'm doing now, I'm just removing, you know, these things. As you know, we are simply just changing gearbox. This is everything, 5 parts, plus 2 that we needed to remove to be able to demount everything here. Let me see, do we have parts? We still have. Cool. Clutch pressure plate. For example, this is the last one, so we'll have to buy a new one. And you know, also I didn't mention that for a few episodes, I think, but our screwing, unscrewing, mounting parts and stuff is pretty fast. We have all the unlocks, everything is here, all levels, everything, and then we are at maximum what we can do. If you watch first few of my episodes, you will see it was a little bit of the struggle. It is relatively slow and not so easy. But you know, you go through levels faster because yeah, there is less requirements. And this is, look at that, 10,000 bonus, finish order, and 130 XP. These are the jobs that you cannot do better than these, you know. Fixed body parts. Okay, we didn't do a single one of these, so let's take one because I want to show it, to showcase it, and to just for you to see how it works. Okay, now. Here is the list of parts. As I said, I still don't know how to transfer this list to some meaningful format somewhere in the game. And what I do, I take a photo, and I will now take a photo, and I'm taking it. And you heard it, of course, the click. So I have a list of the parts. This is a Salem Spectre fastback. So let's go to the shops, and let's go to our body shop, and Salem Spectre fastback. Okay, what is also interesting, as I said, I have the video what is what, so you can see what are the shops all about and stuff like that. Feel free, you know, to check it. The description is, well, the link is in description. This is fastback. We need hood. We need where is the trunk for fastback? Here. Front right fender should be always the second one. Left headlight. Rear window is here, and front right door window, which is always second one. Now I'm reading from my phone and it's quite simple. So hood, is it right fender? Yes, front right fender. It is trunk. Then we have left headlight. I could do that before. Left, not right. Left headlight. Rear window and front right door window. Rear window and front right door window. So now I removed everything. This is 6 parts. We are switching to assemble mode, and you know, these transparent white parts, they are, you know, these that you need to change, and I'm changing these with new parts. You see, we have here a headlight. What else? I know that we have trunk and maybe rear window, and this should be done. Paint with the factory color. Let's send it, but we need to switch to normal mode and then send it to the paint shop. Now, if you looked at that, it really didn't take much time. Having the image, you know, in front of me, looking at my phone and just checking parts, it's so much faster than anything else. So, set factory, this nice blue color, paint the car, and this job is done. We are taking it, yeah, not a big payout, but not so bad. Finish order. We are getting 116 or so XP. Okay, now garage is clean. Let's see, do we have some nice job? Of course we have, and we are going to take this one because I don't want to miss it. But in the meantime, guys, let's go and decide about the restoration. I think we should do one. So we have now 2 levels and way too many cars. Even 3 Mazdas. I will sell, you know, all of that later. Doesn't really matter. So what do we want to do? Maybe this would be very, very interesting. I never done one of these. What do we have here? We have, yeah, different cars, really choice, you know, like proper Dodge Charger or Porsche. I don't know. I'm still undecided, but I think let's go for the Merc. Let's go for the Merc. I didn't do one of these, so where is that one? Is it in paint booth? Yeah, the car will just pop up where the last one was, and the last one was in the paint booth, if you remember. Let's go here and then close this, and let's see, do we have other jobs? No, at the moment I don't want to do that. What I want to check, this is gearbox. So actually this should be V8 or not. Yeah. Just give me a moment to check something. Where is okay. I'm just looking where the starter is. This is normal, not normal V8 configuration. So it's a little different, but still the same way. Okay, this is it. Let's do that one because we do have it here. It's ready. Let's finish it. Let's take 100 something XP, and then we are going to be only a few hundred from the level 47. And I'm so much tempted, I cannot tell you. I might push to the level 47. Just look for the jobs and just, you know, do them as fast as I can, because I believe we can do that easily today. We have still more than 40 minutes left in our, each episode is 2 hours, so it's around 2 hours, few minutes here and there, but each episode is like that, so for you to know. Also, what I didn't mention before, I think, we are trying to keep this in a format of a stream. Unfortunately, where I live at the moment, the streaming is not possible. Actually, it is possible, but it's not really good. The link is not stable enough, etc., etc. So I really don't want to kind of stream and lose like the whole episode, you know, because my stream just cut and things like that. So I decided to stream on my hard disk and just repost these episodes as they are. What we are losing here is actually ability to communicate in real time, but this is what comments are for. And feel free to write to me, ask questions, you know, say or tell me what do you think about all of this, how do you feel, what would you like to see, you know, and things like that. So feel free just to communicate and, you know, share your opinion and your thinking. Let's finish this. I think this is just that. Let me check if I finish the order. Nice money, beautiful XP, 130. I'm quite happy. And still, you see, we are going to take this one. I don't want to take bodywork, although bodywork brings a lot of money. It's not fast enough. So if I find a job, I will take it. Okay. When I don't have a job, we will work on restoration. That's idea. Let us check. I'm not sure. I think exhaust manifold will be at least one. Unfortunately, no. This time I was proven completely wrong. I expected, because it's like 5 parts, usually there is exhaust manifold, but it's not. Okay, I'm hydrating a bit. I need to drink a little bit of water because my throat is really dry. I'm removing all the parts. I think most of these I have in stock, so let's see. Rear we have, this one we have, I know, this one we have, I know, these we should have, and that's about it. Why I like these jobs, look at this, no payment really, 400 units, but 105 XP for 30 seconds of work. Another job. So bear with me, guys. I told you I will take every single job that comes. We will try to go to the level 47 also if we can. And in the meantime, when we don't have anything to do, we are going to work on our restoration. So you see I6B, the starter is always here. So you first need to remove the starter. And now we will work on the undercarriage and fix what is there left. I don't know, my sound, my voice through all of these episodes sounds a little bit, I don't know, not really good in a way, not really loud enough. I have a great mic, so I'm trying to figure out what the heck, but yeah, let me know what do you think about that, honestly. How do you hear me, and are you kinda satisfied with quality of my talk and the sound? And now what we are here doing, I was actually looking what part we are, okay, let's just return things in. Is this the old muffler, 40%, front exhaust section, new one, and these things. Okay, so actually somehow I managed to miss, and I was checking, but I managed to miss this exhaust manifold. Very strange, usually that doesn't happen to me. Okay, with this engine it's specific, you have to remove air filter first and things related to it. Then you have to remove carb. Yeah. Then you have to remove all of this. And then you have to remove this. It is a huge job. These inline sixes are actually very much complicated. Do I have a new one? Let me see. I do. I even have a spare one that's kind of pretty cool. Okay, so that's about it. We need just to put all the things back, and that takes time. Yeah, this engine is tricky for that reason, but what can you do? You have to do it, and there is no other choice. Still, it is faster than doing some other jobs or doing 2 jobs at the same time, etc., etc. I think it makes sense completely, and that's it. I think we can just finish order. $80 starter. Okay, just put starter back in. Where is my starter? Oh my goodness, how can I? Should be here. I'm just trying, something. This focus thing is annoying. Perfect. Let's see, 40 still, but 103 XP. Okay, do we have anything else? Actually we do, so bear with me. At the moment when we pass 47, we are switching to the to the restoration job. We will not be able to restore car today, but that's not our goal. Our goal is to start and work on it. Let me see. This is gearbox again. This is V8. This is Mercedes. I need to check. Just give me a moment to check. This is a tricky one. This is a tricky one that I actually don't like. But we don't have choice. Okay, let's do it. This one takes way too much time for what it is worth. But it's okay. Again, still beats the other jobs that you have to do, like 2 at the same time, or 55 parts of suspensions, or things like that. Why this is a little bit more complicated? Look, you have to remove wheels, then drive, then you have to come here, remove the starter, okay, then you have to remove a whole gearbox, okay, then you will see. When you do that, you have to remove this drive shaft, okay? And when you remove this huge drive shaft, then you're getting to the parts, and then you remove these. So, all in all, you see it's a kind of little bit more complicated job than usual. Not so much, not so much. It just takes maybe 30 seconds more, so yeah. Do we have everything? Can I finish? No, I'm sure I don't have bearings, so I will have to buy them. And even I don't want to check, I will just go here and buy a random number of 9, and that's about it. And then we are going to return drive shaft in, because it can be done. And I will return, of course, starter immediately, because I can. Then I will turn here. Come here. Gearbox was okay or not? No, this is 159. 159, which is this one. Oops, did I buy? No, I didn't. This is this one. We need to fix this one, and then put, you know, wheels and stuff, drive axles, etc, etc. So as I said, a little bit more work than your usual gearbox. But I should not complain, because still this will be nice amount of XP and money. This is it, and this is it. Perfect. Let's see, can we immediately finish? Huge payout, 10,000 for this job and 132. Well, actually we are just not one job but half a job away, and let's do it. This is the last one for today. Order, last order. Okay, loud exhaust, let's put it on our lifter, and this is the last order for today, guys, so I'm quite happy. Can we remove exhaust manifold? We can. Obviously this part is bad, as you can see. This, I think it's okay. Do we have one for B? I4B, again, it's not 1.4. Ignore me talking bollocks. It's I4B, of course, inline 4B. It's just me thinking about some other things and reading as it is written, which is, again, completely okay. No harm done. Let's move forward. Let's see, this is one part. How many do we have? 3 more. One is here for sure. Can we remove it? I hope so, without any issues. And 2 down there. Okay, so we have 3 parts down there. I'm quite sure of that. Let's see, can we remove them easily? I for sure know that I can remove this. I can remove this. Can I remove this one? I can. Luckily for us, we have been lucky. So a front exhaust B, I4B. Front exhaust B, I4B. Of course, I'm immediately buying 2 of these, just to have one in stock, because we will need it at some point for sure. Exhaust pipes we have. Do we have a rear muffler? We have. Done. Payment nothing, but level 47, you know, we'll just drop here to explain. So actually there is nothing here until level 50. All skills unlocked, everything. If you want to know more, please be so kind and move to my previous videos. No, actually, don't move to previous videos. Actually, move to the what is what video, which I put in the description, and you will find answers to, you know, what skills are just basic things, because I didn't want really to go through that. It's way too many skills and they're very self-explanatory, so no need to spend too much time on this. Now, what we are trying, let's try to repair everything that we have. These are the leftovers. We will repair everything. Then next thing, we are going to sell everything. Let's see, body, these are gone. Let's sell these 3 also, and now I will go here and sell everything that is less than 91%. Bam. So we got some money, we sold everything that we don't need, and now we can say hello beauty. We can check this beautiful mark, and first things first, let's remove everything that we can. I'm removing body parts now, okay? So bear with me, everything that we can remove from the car, we are going to remove it. It is a beautiful, beautiful machine. It is really something special. So we are going to remove it. We are taking car battery, please. Okay, and taking car battery and putting in our battery charger. So actually you can refill any 1% or anything, just put it here and it will recharge itself in time. So you don't need to worry about your battery. Do we have any other part except this steering wheel? Now you see, I will switch to interior disassemble, remove these and these and these, go back to assembly mode, this one, and I think when we remove headlights, this is integrated. I'm just looking what is integrated, what is not. Okay, so body parts are gone. Let's access engine bay and remove everything that we can from the engine bay, okay? So what I'm looking at the moment, this one, why it can not be removed? Because it has this amazing small clip here that doesn't let us. We are now removing whatever we can, disassembling fully the car, okay? What I actually want is to see how, okay, it doesn't really matter, we will move engine later to the actually engine stand, but what I want is to just disassemble these things that are sitting here, you see, especially these exhaust manifolds, so I can kinda remove a gearbox and have everything in its own way. I'm just looking where is the starter. Sorry, I don't know this engine. I cannot see it at the moment. It was up somewhere. It's okay. It doesn't really matter. What I want to do, I want to push car up. And let's try just to fix, you know, things that are down, basically to remove them. Also, I want to remove wheels immediately because these we don't need on the car. This is one of the things that I immediately remove. We don't want them, and they will just bother us when we are doing restoration. This is the car from the, actually I think it was a barn car. It should be, because the body is in amazing good state. So we probably got this in the barn, but still these cars, however good they are, need to be completely disassembled and everything needs to be removed. So I'm removing everything, and why we are doing that? Actually, we are doing that because once when we have all the parts removed, we will try to repair what we can, and then we will move forward. And let's do fast disassembly of rear suspension. We can do that in less than 2 minutes, I believe. So I expect us to be done with that very, very fast. Fuel tank and a rear muffler, which is here. So we have spring bolts here. We will remove them. So these can be repaired, which is funny. Spring bolts and plates, it doesn't have any logic. Of course, you would never repair things like that. This is just a piece of metal which actually cannot be repaired. It can be banged on with a hammer and stuff, and probably, you know, twisted out a little bit here and there, but you cannot repair it. So game does very strange things, and the kind of I don't think the attention was being paid enough on things like that. Although what we can do, you know, we will fix that. Luckily we cannot fix brake pads. That would be a special life if it was possible, but it is not, of course. Now we will remove all of this, and I'm really hoping, you know, now they did like that VR version, which no one really cares about, and you know, the market for that VR version, it's such a small market actually, and I hope now when they did that, they might switch to, you know, version of this game 2021, like Car Mechanic 2021, and you know, fix everything they can and introduce some few things they introduced in the VR version, you know, anything that can be done here, and make a game that is better than what we have at the moment. That would be amazing, you know. I think graphics are fine enough, you know, we don't play this for graphics actually, so that's perfectly fine, but gameplay, mechanics and stuff, there is so many things that can be done that it hurts, you know, like why that is not done. And we speak about that all the time and mention it, you know, but I actually don't know, maybe I'm wrong, but I've never seen developers really engage with the community or such, so yeah. And that's sad, because as I said, I worked as community manager, well, lead of community management actually. As I said, I travel the world, I've been on every single big game show through, you know, from America, US basically, I don't know, France, Russia, Germany, wherever you think I was there. And you know, I met quite a few developers, I spoke with quite a few, and you know, not only that, producers, people who are basically making the game happen and stuff. And you know, from what I understand, I will say that's me, but actually that's not only me, but let's say it's only me. Community management is one of the most important things, you know, if you really care about your game and if you're passionate, if you want your game to succeed. If you don't give a crap, community management is not for you, but yeah. And you should have strong community management, you should communicate with your players, you should, you know, inform them, ask them for opinion, step up, you know, spend some time, do some QAs, things like that, understand what your player base is saying, why, how to accomplish some things, etc., etc. That makes a great game. And this is not a great game, this is a good game. A good game because actually also there is not a single other game like this on the market, so you know, it's very easy not to care, and because you don't have competition. Once when competition is out there, trust me, the things will be different, but at the moment they're not. So let's remove the engine, and perfect, that's it. I think we removed almost everything. I'm just checking. This is all body. Well, if something is missing, we are going to fix it later. Let's put our engine here, and as you know, what I will do now, before anything else, I will disassemble engine fully, okay, as fast as I can, take off everything, then we are going to repair everything we can, which doesn't mean we are going to repair most of things. Maybe we'll repair just few, maybe, you know, nothing, maybe we'll repair most of it, you never know. But we want to do that, and I don't know, this engine, I have never done one of these. This is first time for me, so bear with me. I do have a feeling what I have to do, which doesn't always mean I know what I have to do, but I think I'm doing pretty well. And you know, kinda oil dipstick will be useless. Okay, so clip, we know that already, we've done that so many times. Distributor, all of this can be fixed, which is funny, they shouldn't be, but you know, we can fix them, so yeah. Here we have these plates. I'm not sure why I didn't remove them on the car as such when we were there. Usually I do that, but it doesn't really matter. That's about that. Crankshaft we cannot remove, but what I want to remove first is, oh, can I access it? Yeah, I can from here. I want to remove this, then I want to switch here. Okay, timing components, please. Let's see, can we do this? Let's remove timing cover. Perfect. 133. Today we are not going to do too many things, especially, you know, I was thinking cases and barns and stuff. I did explain that in my video, you know, what is what. So I believe, as I said, description is in the link is in the description, so you can check that there. I don't want actually to go all the time there and to explain same thing every single game, every single playthrough. We did that 18 times, or I don't know, 15, 14, how many until now, and I think we shouldn't do that all the time. So all of these workarounds, there is quite a lot of parts here, which, you know, we need to remove and clear and stuff like that, but it's okay. Cylinder head, and now we have this. I will go out, click here and turn engine. As you know, it's always easier to access these things from here. So let's remove all rod caps and crankshaft bearing caps. And pistons at the same time. I think that's the easy way to do it. This is already done. So quite a big number of things to remove, quite a complicated engine, not so simple. It is a Mercedes inline 6 from what I understand, if I'm not mistaken, 6 cylinders. And I never did a single one like this. So you see in my 420 hours now gameplay, I never done one of these. So you see how game is actually really complex and how much you can play it and even not do something like this engine ever before. And I'm quite sure there are a few more engines that I never ever seen before even. Okay, that's done. Crankshaft and engine block. Now, what do we have? We don't have anything, just an outline, but we don't mind. Let's go to our repair bench. Click here and now let's go. So we are fixing whatever we can. Okay, I'm just typing here. You see repair chance and cost. And we are just going through the parts. Whatever we can fix, amazing. Whatever we cannot fix. Actually, we just destroyed the engine block. The most important, most expensive part. What can you do about it? Nothing actually. There is nothing to be done. And that's sad, because I always like to repair that one, as this is the most expensive part on the car. Usually with gearbox, but again, you know, who cares? It's just a car, it's just the money, we will repair body parts and that's it. So we will need to buy, which one is that? Just to check. Oh, we did repair it. So that was the part before. Okay, perfect. I'm happy now. I was absolutely sure we didn't repair it, but we did. Perfect. So we are putting in new parts. Now, are we going to use actually any of power parts, you know, these better parts and stuff like that? Let's do something crazy completely. What do you reckon, guys? Let's go to our power up shop, or power boost shop. And these are the performance parts, okay? So let's see like this. Pistons. Okay, let's buy 6 of these. These are better, yeah? And then let's say, this is 186. Do we have anything 186 related? Let's go a little bit crazier than usual. Camshafts, how many? I think we have only one. This we can buy. Cylinder head, ignition wires, this and this. So we got what we've got, and a spark. Let's buy 6 of these. This time we are buying power parts or performance parts, which are better, stronger, faster, etc, etc. So just, you know, as a showcase a little bit, fun stuff like that. You can see we can even buy, let's buy an alternator, and as I said, I have enough money, I don't really care about that. Let's see what else do we have, and you're watching together with me. Let's buy 2 power pumps, let's buy 2 filters to have them in stock, maybe we will need them somewhere. Let's buy like 8 ignition coils, they can sit in the stock, 1 of these, just for fun. Let's buy distributor, let's buy the rotor, and let's buy the cap. And yeah, I think I will stop here. And let's see. So what we are going to do, we are going to put these, okay, these performance cylinders, pistons. Sorry, it's not cylinder actually, I'm talking bollocks, it's a piston. Just let me see these. And what this will accomplish, except us spending more money and having actual fun. We will, do we have enough? No, we don't have, we need rings. Okay, let me buy piston rings, but we need to do that in normal shop. We will have our car will be much more powerful, okay? And it will be different than a normal version of the car, and I will show you that on the dyno on the dyno. When we go to the dyno room, now this is the last one, and that's about it. So let's go with rod caps, whatever we have. I hope we have everything here that we need. When you're restoring, of course, you're putting everything 100%, because the car that is 100% restored also can be sold for more money or getting bonus. I think that's pretty much clear enough. So I'm doing only 100% parts. And we have 20 more minutes. I don't expect us to restore the car today, but this is kind of fun and I love to do these things. And you can now follow, how do we assemble that and what do we do. And this is always nice, because you are making something from nothing, and that's perfect. So last rod cap, and this should conclude this. Oil pen. We don't have oil pen. We will now type 186 and let's go and buy oil pen. Okay, let's close the engine from the downside and let's turn it over. Although which filter going? i6 oil filter. Let's buy one i6 oil filter, which is somewhere where it is here, white one, and that's okay. I just want to put it in, and then we can go out, and as you know, click here and turn engine. You can turn it this way, right or left. It's perfectly fine, and we again click on it, assemble, and we go and assemble stuff. So what do we have? Alternator. Let's put this nice 1.5% alternator on. That is a plus part. Normal water pump, which we don't have, so we have to buy one. And i6 is already here, so I will just click here and buy this. So the normal i6 inline 6 pump, and then let's see, water pump pulley. Yeah, I didn't really doubt. Let's do it like this. Water pump pulley, that's the normal one. It's here. Let's buy 3 and have them in stock. You always need them, and you never have them when you need them, actually. So this is the first thing. Now, cylinder head. You remember we got this one. This one is plus 8%, and we are going to put it in, and later we can sell everything that is kind of, we don't need. We are putting these performance spark plugs, and each one will bring 0.13% in performance. And all of this, of course, is more expensive, but look at our money. We started with 720k, and we have 820, and we spent quite a few things on this. Okay, rocker arms 186. We need 3 rocker arms. Where are the rocker arms? Here. 3 of these. These cannot be obviously fixed, so we need a new. And let's do them, and then we will see how to proceed further. Perfect. I don't like this glare. I think it can be removed somewhere in the options maybe, but at the moment it's not important. So camshaft, don't forget this one, power one. Nice. Do we have camshaft bearing? No. We have to buy 4 of these. Camshaft bearing, this is the one. I think 4 of these is enough. These are not used very often, so I will just use what I need at the moment, and that's about it. So let's finish that side, and then we are going to add a few more parts here and there, and then we are going to slowly finish this engine, and I think we are even going to be able to put it in the car. Now we have ignition coil B, 2 of these. Do I have? Let me check first. Let's do this. I don't. Okay, let's do that later. Exhaust manifold. This is the one, so we are going to put it in. And what I want also to do, come gear i6, which we don't have. i6, okay, we don't have. Do we need only one? I think yes. And you know what I'm going to do now? Just to share with you, I'm first going here, and I'm going to buy ignition coil. I'm going to buy 2 of these, okay, and we are going to use them. Timing chain 186. I'm sure that I don't have it, so as I said, I didn't prepare this engine, so I am also learning in the process, and that's it. Timing chain comes here, and let's see. We have cylinder head cover, perfect, and it's fixed 100%. I'm super happy about that. Ignition distributor, remember we are going to use this beautiful 5% part, and then we can use 0.5, and then we can use I6. We need I6 cap. Okay, let's go and check, is there I6 cap or inline 6 cap which we can use. Actually it is, so I'm quite happy with that. We are going to use again performance one, and wires, you know, remember that we got these nice performance wires. Oh, they look perfectly fine. Cover is here, amazing, I'm impressed. So we did that. This one should be 100%, I wasn't sure, but yeah. And we will put now coils, which we have 2 of these, and again look at the performance, beautiful. This is going to be a beast. Okay, this one we don't have a timing chain sprocket, and this we need to take here. This is inline 6 timing chain sprocket. It is somewhere at the bottom, the small one should be this. Yep. Let's see, another one. So we basically need 2. Perfect, not a big deal, easy peasy. Yeah, that's it. Okay, now let me see, timing cover. Okay, timing cover is actually fixed. We repaired it, so that is very nice. What else? Crankshaft pulley I6. I'm absolutely sure the old one is not good. This is it. I will buy 2. They can sit in the stock and we can always sell them. Although you see, I had one. No, I got 2 now. Wrong. My bad actually completely. Radiator fan. We got 1. As I said, I'm talking too fast, and then sometimes I miss things that I do, and I thought, what? And this is it. There are a few more parts, I think, like, you know, here we should put our gearbox parts. We will do that immediately, because I want also to finish gearbox inside of the gearbox here, clutch release, and then we are going to put this beautiful plus 0.6% fuel filter. Now, let's see what we are missing. We are actually here missing throttle, which we have, as you can see. So this is throttle, and I don't think this machine is boosted 100%. It's probably 1 or 2 parts that we didn't buy that could be boosted even more. So my dear friends, if you look at it, beautiful Mercedes engine, boosted a lot with power parts, performance parts, and it looks great. So we are going to take it, okay, from the stand, take it off, and let's see what we are going to do next. Before we do anything else, let's do this. We are taking our interior detailing kit, sending to the lifter tree, and look at the interior. It looks beautiful and everything, but when we do the cleaning, it will look better. So I'm saying use equipment. It will ask me, do you want to do it? To do that, 100 units, yes. And you've probably seen how the interior changed, you know, that glow. It's glowing nicer, it's cleaner and everything. So that is the first step. We are returning our kit there, and then we are taking our welder and sending it again to the lifter tree. Now, you see all the rust on the body and stuff like that. Our welder will take care about that. Look at this magic welder. Use. Do you want to sure? Are you sure? Blah, blah, blah. 1,000 units. Yes, absolutely. Thank you so much. And this is it. We used our welder, and we have got a beautiful bodywork. Now we can click on the engine crane and say install engine to car, and this is our engine. Let's remove crane, move it back. And my dear friends, what we have now is actually astonishing, beautiful Mercedes body done and engine done. Now what is left is to push car up, and what I will do, we have a little bit time, so we are not going to be able to finish it, but let's start and see what do we have and start slowly to build our car. So first I'm starting from the front suspension. Every single part, I repeated that multiple times, must be new. Actually, you can do it all with all parts if you like it, but you are not going to get bonuses and you are not going to sell car, etc, etc. So yeah, that should be the way to do it, is to do new parts. Now, Do we have front swipe bar B? We don't. And actually I knew that, so I will just go here and buy 2 of these. And yeah, let's use one. Now inner and outer tie rods, maybe we will have enough. Do we have 2 knuckles? We do, and that is very good news actually. I'm quite happy. So we have 2 of these. Front axle knuckle cover. Just give me a second. I want to buy immediately what we actually need. Front axle knuckle cover. It's here. We need one at the moment, and then we are going to see what we are missing and rebuild it and stuff. Okay, this is good. I think I will do 5, 6, 7, 10 more minutes. We will see, and then we are going to stop, and basically we are going to do the finish of that job next episode. So let's see. This is beautiful, and we are moving at the other side of the car, putting the parts. It's not done yet. We are going just to rebuild a little bit of this side and then return to other side and slowly build it like that. Doesn't really matter, you know, whatever you do, you have to put all the parts, and all these transparent white parts are asking you, please, please, please put me in my place, I want to be there, etc., etc. So be sure to check. Also, these hub parts are hard to figure out, but experience, you know, and you will know. Brake disc ventilated, unfortunately we don't have them. Arbitrary number 7, and let's buy 7, and that's it. Do we have pads? We do have one more. We will need more. Calipers we have. Actually, this is 100%. I hope I put everything 100%. And kinda good. Upper suspension arms. We do have them enough in stock. Good, good. So let's see how far we can get. And bottom suspension arm again with these bushings. As you see, I have loads of bushings. I bought at least 20 last time. So that's it. We will need double wishbones front. That will be done a little bit later. Maybe in next episode we are going to do that. We are going to make our springs. Why not? You know, there is enough time, so I will just now put inside the car whatever I can easy, and then we are going to, you know, we need these, and then we need to connect with these sway bars. Actually, we can do that now. I was thinking we cannot, but we can. Just let me kind of click here and find it. And so shocks are left on the front suspension. That's perfectly fine and nice. What I want to do now, I want to do the rear suspension. Let's see how far we can go with that. We have both knuckle housing, which is amazing. Do we have solid axle control arms? We don't. And I will buy or not buy. Okay, 3 of these. I need 1 for the car and 2, let's keep them in reserve. Again, bushings everywhere. We have only 2, we will need 20 more, and I will actually later repair what I can and sell everything else, but I don't think we can even repair anything. So B absorbers, we need 2, let's buy 4, and we need 20 bushings. Let's buy 20 bushings. Easy and simple, so let's move forward. 2 of these. Did I change this one? Yes. Now, leaf spring. You remember these plates can be fixed. I told you that's a little bit stupid, but it can be done, so it's okay. Same with U-bolts. 1 we will need. Perfect, we will buy that one. And I kind of don't buy them because you can fix them usually, and then it doesn't make sense to keep them in stock. Depends really how many suspension jobs we are doing, and we are not doing suspension jobs, so yeah, I tend not to have way too many things on the stock for that part of the car. Nice. So spring cap, we do have them. We should have rear springs. Unfortunately no, we will buy them, and rear shock absorber caps. So let's buy 3 of these and 3 of these for now. This side done, and this side will be done soon. And we have 7 more minutes until 2 hours is up. I think we will cut it at 2 hours. It's enough. I know that we cannot finish it. You know, it's simply not possible. And that's about it. it takes a little bit more time than we have. So discs, again, I don't have discs. I need to go and buy discs, arbitrary 7, then arbitrary 11, and what else do we need? I don't know. 3 more calipers and 3 more cylinders. I don't know, do I need them or not, but who cares? We do need them later, I'm quite sure. Okay, so this is this side should be now done, more or less. What we are missing, we are not missing anything. And I still want to do also this side. We do have enough time for that. No issues there. Okay, I will keep working and talk with you a little bit about different things, not talk what we are doing. So, as always, you know, I'm doing this in parts. We are on the episode number 19 at the moment. Level 47, I do expect 2 more episodes should suffice for us to make full work up to level 50. Now, after that, I think I'm going to simply keep going, and we are going basically to kind of push this playthrough forward more and do different stuff, build cars and whatever we can. So that's the idea, and I hope, you know, we will be able to actually do that and kind of, you know, make it happen. Now, just to digress for a second, we will put normal gearbox. At some point we will do the gearbox that can be, you know, like with adjustable gear ratios, but not now. There is time for everything, but this time we are not going to do that. So let's keep moving. I will keep assembling what I can. And as I said, we are going to keep making episodes and, you know, just do plays and fix different cars, introduce mods. That's very important, and I really cannot wait to do that. The different cars that I love, and I expect also from you to tell me what cars do you love and what would you like to see. And, you know, trust me, if I can install mod, I will, and we will find that car and restore it for you. And, you know, you can choose color and plates and stuff like that. Why not? It's all fun and good, and, you know, why not to do it? So that's about that. I'm maybe going to do now double wishbones outside because why not? We have a little bit of time. Of course, if you like what I'm doing here and what this channel is all about, I would really appreciate if you click on that like button and, you know, just show that you actually like this video and what I'm doing. Also, please subscribe. You know, subscription is a great thing, not only for me as a creator, but also for you, and you can get your notifications, see what is going on, and, you know, be in touch with what we are doing here. So that's about that. Let's mention also that we are making here the format of these videos, I think I mentioned, but just to repeat, is like a stream. So I'm streaming directly to hard disk because I cannot stream from my location. So this is live, no editing, nothing. It is how it is, and these things are going directly to the YouTube, and you're watching them as they are. So this is the importance of, you know, like communication here, is that you write comments and I will do my best to answer. So let me know what do you like, what do you don't like maybe in these videos, what cars you like, and more interestingly, what cars you don't like, what would you like to see in the future, also what cars do you drive, what cars you would like to drive. And I'm always mentioning, don't say Ferrari or something, but be realistic, what you believe you can, you know, get, and, you know, in 6 months, year or so, why not, you know, something that's real and that you would enjoy to drive and things like that. So yeah, importance of communication is there, and if you can, just do it through our comments. What else I can tell you? I don't know, I'm thinking, I think all of these things, yeah, you know already, so everything we just recovered, let's call it, if that is the proper word, I'm not even sure. And let's see, discover, do we have it, and why did I not find it? Ah, it's here. I was thinking, like, I remembered there is that part and I couldn't, like, find it. Okay, So that was about, likes, comments, subscription and everything. In all honesty, if you look at the car now, it is almost done. Now what we are left with is actually, I think, let's check. You see, this is the status of the car. Everything that is 100% is done, and it's 100%. So we have 1-2 clips missing. Okay, we have battery, servo, I understand, starter, rims and body parts. All of that can be done next episode. This is already the nice value, but look at values in our restoration bonus once when we get body and everything up to 100%. That's going to be amazing. So today we didn't cover these things, and I will show you to them. Barn maps and cases, because I spoke about them briefly in my what is what video. Link you can find in the description below. And I believe it's much nicer and faster for you to go there, check what is what, and we don't need to do that all the time. I will just show you outside of our garage. This is outside world with different tracks, junkyard, auctions, car salon or showroom actually, etc, etc, parking garage and stuff like that. So I showed you already our toolbox. We are at level 47, we are waiting for level 50. You've seen our parking today and you know what's going on there. What we didn't see, the only thing actually we didn't see was a warehouse. Warehouse is here, it's loading a little bit. So we have these where we keep our cases and barn maps. We have junkyard stuff with different gearboxes and stuff. I moved everything out, so at the moment there is nothing here. Plus parts, these are the parts you are getting from the cases, so we are talking about them and we will talk about them in future. Gearboxes and what else? Some body parts that we don't have at the moment, but we might. Okay, so I would say leave the car here, check is there any job that we can take. Unfortunately, not a single one we want, so yeah, we will wait until the next episode. This is it for today. I would say it is enough, 2 minutes, 2 hours and 1 minute already. So have a great day, really. Stay safe, please. Take care about your family, that is important. Do something you love and enjoy life. I will see you very, very soon, and until then, bye-bye.
Please subscribe to this channel, share and like this video. Thank you.